guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how you can be more productive for this school year. So I know a lot of you guys are starting school soon, or maybe you've already started, but I thought that I would make a video for how you guys can be more productive and get more things done and stay on top of all of your schoolwork this year. But before we get into the video, don't forget to subscribe down below if you're not already subscribed to my channel, and give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more back to school videos. I have definitely some more coming for you guys, and without further ado, let's just get right on into today's video. Alright, so the first tip that I have for you guys is if you are always struggling to get motivated after school, or if you never want to do your homework when you come home, because I definitely understand the feeling. So something that I have found that has worked very, very well is doing your homework right after school. And I mean literally right after school. So let me explain a little bit. So usually when you get home from school, you have a little bit of like half an hour window between the times that you were working last in your class and then you walk through your house. Usually, probably depending on how far you live from your school and everything, but that's kind of what I found. And then you kind of like make yourself a snack, check your social media, maybe sit on the couch a little bit, and then it's time to start your homework, and you are really unmotivated because it has been probably now like an hour and a half since you have been working and in work mode. So what I suggest doing is coming home, you kind of have that little half an hour break in the car, which I know is not really a break, but just sitting down and starting doing homework right away. So even if you just do homework for like 30 or 45 minutes after you come home and then getting up to go and grab a snack or something, this will kind of keep you in the work mode because you didn't have like an hour and a half break where you were sitting on the couch. You just got right into schoolwork, and then you did take a little bit of a break, but you were really in work mode. So then it'll be easier for you after that short little break that you do end up taking to get more into work again, as opposed to if you're just sitting on the couch for a long time after school and then you're feeling really unmotivated. My next tip is a little bit self-explanatory, and I know a lot of YouTubers will say this in their videos, but I thought I definitely should mention it, and it is to get a planner or some kind of organizational system that works best for you. So by writing something down, you are going to be more likely to complete it. Say I have to do a biology assignment or something. If I write that down in my planner, I'm gonna want to check it off, as opposed to me just thinking about it in my head and being like, okay, I gotta do that biology assignment sometime today. By actually writing it down, you're not going to procrastinate as much because you're going to want to get it done. I know for me, if I have something written down in my planner, even if it's something that's just like simple, like cleaning my room, I'm going to be way more likely to clean my room just because I want to check it off in my planner, you know? So getting a plan or some kind of organizational system will definitely help you to be more productive and manage your time. Another thing that I recommend doing is prepping snacks for yourself on the weekend when you're, or any other time that you're just not as busy, because when you're super busy after school, or you have a lot of things that you want to get done, you're way more likely to just grab the closest snack to you and the most convenient snack, which is like chips or probably something that's not that healthy for you. But if on the weekend or something you cut up a bunch of fresh fruit or make some trail mix or whatever snacks that you enjoy that are healthy, they're just right there, really easy for you to grab after school or when you're doing your homework, because having good snacks is really key in you being productive and everything like that. Because if you fuel your brain with proper foods, you're going to be able to keep working longer. Your brain is going to have the energy that it needs, but if you eat some chips, your brain is not going to get the energy that it needs, and you probably are going to crash and burn a little bit faster, and you won't be able to be as productive. Another tip for you guys is to have a routine for yourself that you follow. So I know I've talked about having a morning routine or a night routine on my channel lots of times, but having an after school routine is definitely just as important. So what I mean by an after school routine is, you know, like, so say for example you want to follow my first tip, so you come home at 3:30, and from 3:30 to 4:15 you start on your first little bit of homework, and then from 4:15 to 4:30 you take a little break, and then from 4:30 to 6:30, or however long it's going to take you to do your homework, you do the rest of your homework, and then you eat dinner, and then you start following your nighttime routine. So if you have an after school routine like that and you have it written down and laid out for yourself, and that way you can follow it, because most likely you've been on summer and you haven't really been doing anything, so your body's not used to being productive. But if you can get your body back in the habit of being productive by following a routine, you'll just get used to it, and it will help you be more productive after school and help you get more of your assignments and homework done. My next tip is to give yourself rewards. So let's say you have a physics assignment that you need to complete, but you really don't want to do it. okay, so you really would rather just watch Netflix instead of doing that physics assignment. So say, okay, once I finish this assignment, or if it's a really big assignment, like halfway through the assignment or whatever, then I can watch 20 minutes of Netflix or YouTube or Instagram or whatever it may be. Just come up with a reward system for every single task you have to do. And obviously you can't say like, I'm going to take a 2-hour break after completing this, because then you're really not going to get anything done. But just coming up with small little rewards for yourself as you complete tasks will keep you motivated. And the other thing that I recommend to make sure that you don't like get too distracted when you're on your break or whatever, or watch 40 minutes of Netflix instead of 20 minutes of Netflix, is to write the reward down in your planner beside the task. So say the task is again that physics assignment, write down 20 minutes of Netflix beside that task, so that you know that that is your break time and it's not something you can kind of talk yourself into. I don't know if you guys do this, but I find myself talking into, well, I mean, I said 20 minutes, but like that's not enough for a whole show, so I'm gonna do 40 minutes instead. Like that way you can't really talk yourself into giving you a longer break, because it's written down in your planner, you know you wrote it down in your planner, and that will keep you on track a little bit better. My sixth tip is kind of gonna help you guys with motivation a little bit, because I know after school sometimes you really don't want to do your homework, you're tired from being at school all day and you're just feeling really unmotivated to start. So I recommend doing the project that is the easiest, or maybe that you are interested in the most. I mean, I know sometimes it's really hard to get interested in your schoolwork, but something that is the easiest or most interesting to you, or your favorite subject, any of those things, pick that assignment and do it first. Because once you are in like the homework mood and stuff and you've been working for quite a while, you're definitely going to be more motivated when it comes to doing the harder projects. And I don't recommend doing the hardest projects last, because that is when you're pretty tired. So I kind of recommend going like a little bit of a triangle, so having your easiest assignments first, so like do an easy assignment or two and then go on to doing your hardest task right in the when you're kind of at your peak a little bit, and then going down and ending with another easy-ish task or something that isn't too unbearable for you. And that is how I think that you can be the most productive when it comes to doing your homework or after school tasks. And my last tip for you guys is to try not to get too overwhelmed. When we get overwhelmed, we tend to quit doing our work or something. Like I know if I'm thinking in my head, okay, I need to do a math assignment, and then I need to study for my chemistry exam, and then I need to do a physics worksheet, and the list goes on and on and on and on and on, I'm probably just gonna lay in my bed and watch Netflix because I don't want to do any of those responsibilities, which is a really weird response. And I know a lot of you guys do it too, because you think if you have more things to do, you'd want to start tackling them, but we tend to just shut down a little bit. So if you are feeling fairly overwhelmed, I recommend just to not even look at your to-do list of all the things that you need to do, and just pick one thing, and like I said, maybe the easiest thing or whatever, and just focus on that one thing. Don't even think about all the other things that you need to do. Just think about that one thing, and then when you're finished that, check it off your to-do list and think about your next thing that you need to do. This will really keep you on track and help you from feeling overwhelmed, and before you know it, you've probably finished every single thing that you need to finish. So those were all of my tips for being more productive when it comes to school. I really hope that this was helpful for you guys and you can kind of use it to get more stuff done and get good grades this year. If you want to watch my other back to school videos, I have tons of other videos about productivity, organization, getting good grades, all that stuff. So I will definitely leave the link to my back to school playlist down below in the description if you guys are really interested in binge watching back to school videos right now. And I really hope that you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!